I tell you, I've been here 3 weeks, I believe, 3 weeks now. And it's absolutely amazing to be in a community that is so tight knit and together from my perspective of what I've observed. The people are so friendly here. The opportunities are wonderful for a town. I come from Albany, Georgia, 90,000 something people. And here I believe we 30-something thousand. And that's amazing how thriving this community is. And I just love the downtown life. It's absolutely amazing. One thing that I want to bring to this police department and this community is I want to bring I want to help. One thing I told the chief when I came through my process is I want to help build on the foundation that we're already setting. I didn't come to tear the house down and rebuild it. I just want to bring whatever skill set that I have to contribute to the things that are going on at the police department now. I can tell you that the agency, I absolutely am amazed at the men and women that make up that police department. Everybody just seems so happy coming to work. If they mad, I don't know. I mean, everybody I run into, they smiling, hey Captain, how you doing? Like, everybody just having a good day. I love the energy. And one thing about it is I just, I give thanks to God first, because He's the head of my life. I thank God for my wife, Shashanta. She's back there in the backyard. Who put up with me all of these years. Appreciate it. Thank God for Chief Umberger for his leadership. He has done a tremendous job at the police department. And he keeps going and going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. And I absolutely love it. He gives me tasks to do, and I do my best to get it done. That's what I'm about. So we want to bring some good things. As he mentioned, the Parent Youth Summit is something that we put together in Albany, because we had a lot of gang issues. And I can tell you, I'm gonna give you this one for free. There's no such thing as a wannabe gang. I've been to communities that were in denial about the problem. They didn't want to say that, hey, we got a gang problem. But I can tell you that there are a lot of things that we need to pay attention, that we should pay attention to, and we need to be vigilant when it comes to those types of situations. So we want to bring some of that educational tools to our parents, to our youth in this community, so that they will. A lot of people, when they look at the police department, I tell y'all, I'm a minister, so I done start preaching. But a lot of people look at a police agency as the guys that go and put people in jail. Oh man, they just here riding around just to lock people up. Well, that's not the case, because we're servants. We're servants. And one thing that I presented in Albany to my group is when you in the drug task force world and tactical operations and all of that, these guys think about, hey man, I'm hard, I'm the tech guy. I come to, ask questions later. I come to handle business. Everybody going to jail tonight. But one thing that I implemented at that tactical unit is, don't forget that you were the police. You were on the police force first. You rode around in a car with a uniform on first. before you got over here. So that same skill set that you possessed when you were in the uniform division is the same skill set and personality that you need to bring to a tactical unit. Because at the end of the day, our responsibility is to prevent crime, prevent people from getting involved in crime, prevent people from getting involved in gangs, prevent people from getting hooked on drugs and, setting up drug open air markets in your neighborhood. That is our responsibility. And if we have to make arrests in the process, then that's our responsibility as well. So that's just my mindset. That's how I think. And one thing about Chief Umberg and I is sometimes I think we kind of think alike. Sometimes. I really think we think alike. I get so scared sometimes. It's like, man, I just thought about that. Then I say something, he's like, you know what? I tried to do that. It's like, wow, we're on the same page. So it's gonna be a long-lasting relationship here. So my final words is we want to continue to build a relationship with our community. We want to continue to do that. And one thing about that relationship building, that's important. Because I can tell you that, and I'm going to underestimate it for just a few seconds, 90%, and the number is higher, but I'm going to say 90% of the crime, that's the crime issues that's solved in the communities come from who? Who do we get our information from? People. We get it from the people in the community. If you don't report it, we won't know it. If you don't say anything, how are we going to do something about it? I'll say this. And who got the time clock? I'm going to hurry up. My wife just spoke now. I got to go home with her. But we had an issue last night. And I can tell you that, if people don't say something, it's going to be difficult to find out who did what. It's difficult. So when police come into the community, we're not coming. Let me say this. The snitch word. Listen. These perpetrators out here in the community, they don't know who's telling what. They don't know. They don't know who's saying what. Because I can tell you, coming from a narcotics environment, there were thousands of people that told stuff every day. Told stuff every day. And I don't care who the perpetrator was, they tried to figure out who said what. All of that stuff about snitching, that's just perpetrators trying to instill fear into people. And sometimes it works, especially when it comes to gangs. That's their job. That's their duty. That's their responsibility, is to instill fear. They're domestic terrorists. That's what they are. They're terrorizing your community. If you want a clean neighborhood, if you want a safe neighborhood with your friends, you can remain anonymous. You don't have to walk out the door and see the guy standing on the corner and say, hey, I see you over there selling drugs, I'm going to call Chief Umberg. That might not be a good idea. But pick up the phone, remain anonymous, say, hey, call the police department, report your problem, and I guarantee you, somebody between operations and special operations is going to be out there dealing with it. Especially if it's a drug problem, please call me. If I don't sit out there myself and watch it, Call me if it was a drug problem. I promise you we can deal. I love that. I love it. That's where I come from. If it's a gang problem, please call me. We can deal with it. But I gotta hear from you. We gotta hear from you. I can say that I'm one person, and I promise you I'm gonna shut up. I'm one person. How many people in this room? You got to spread the word. Hey, Captain Dice said tonight that all we got to do is call the police department and you got to tell them who I am. And I can tell on the person that's standing over there selling drugs. Oh, man. Girl, did you know that? Spread the word. Spread the word. Spread the word. My wife getting embarrassed like that. Y'all got it? We'll talk another time. Appreciate it.